Those About to Die, available now on Peacock, available right here on the Roku portal. The actor Iwan Rheon is here on the program, and we just saw a clip. And I got to be honest with you, for anybody who needs a refresher, not a comedy.
No.
So the show is about what, for those who need to know?
I guess it's in the year 79, which is the year that the Colosseum opened. So it's kind of the build-up to that being finished, and it's all about the chariot. So it's a sports show, really.
Yes.
It's about,
Well, yes.
there you go. It's about,
Yeah.
chariot racing and the gambling that goes behind it, the sort of inner workings of that. And, of course, the gladiatorial battles.
Yes.
And then you have this sort of dynastic struggle at the top with the emperor and his two sons. And, so you kind of have a real cross-section of Roman life in the year 79 AD.
Yeah, the year the Colosseum opened.
Yeah. Pretty famous building.
You know what? I have been there, and there are a handful of stadiums here in the United States where some of the architecture was taken straight from. You could make a case, as you just pointed out, that the Colosseum is one of the first sports stadiums.
Yeah.
It's just the sport. There was a little bit more on the line than just who wins and who loses.
Yeah. Well, it was it was built so that you could really see the action, and get really close to the action. Yeah. So it's a sports stadium.
For sure. And the clip we just saw from the show, Iwan, where you threatened to cut off the nether region of an individual that dared to come at you verbally. It seems to be a theme with some of the people that you play in your career here.
Well, Yeah, I mean, that's an unfortunate clip to pick because that's Tanak's, kind of being, he's playing the gangster there. He's a character that's he can operate on many different levels. He knows how to deal with every situation. But in this particular situation, he's looking for information, so he's being intimidating and being a gangster. But he's not always like that.
So he's a deeper character than, say, Ramsay Bolton, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's not like a psychopath that just enjoys causing pain, and that's his hobby. No, he's a like a smooth operator. He's a very ambitious sort of political maneuverer.
And so in this show, Sir Anthony Hopkins, and what is it like being on a set with him?
Well, I didn't have any scenes with
None.
No.
Okay.
No. It was kind of devastating as a Welsh actor. But he's probably the only. Vespasian's probably the only character that Tanax doesn't speak to, and when you watch the show, you'll understand. But
were you on the set with him on the same?
I went to the set to meet him, because I had to. So I was like, "Can I come in?"
How'd that go?
It was great. Yeah, it was really cool. He was lovely, but he obviously have Jojo and Tom, who play his sons in it.
Yes.
I lived vicariously through them, and they had a great. He was a legend. He just came in and he loves acting.
So you just knock on his trailer door? Is that what you do? I mean,
No,
how does one approach
I
it?
just turned up, and it had all been sort of arranged, and then I'd go over and say hello. Yeah.
I mean that's he's as good as they come.
Yeah, I mean, he's very top. Yeah.
So how did you get involved with this show?
I went to meet Roland Emmerich. In his
He directed
house.
5 of these episodes, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
And it went from there, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a top-notch director, obviously in film and now this television show.
Well, it's his first time doing TV, and I think when you're doing a show like this, you really want to show the scale of it, and he's the guy for that. Show Rome in its sort of glory. I think this show shows it in a very different way to anything we've seen before, and especially the chariot racing and stuff. It's really exciting and fast-paced, and yeah.
Iwan Rheon of the show Those About to Die, available on Peacock, which is right here on the Roku portal, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. When I kind of had a little bit of fun about what your character was saying in that clip, and you knew exactly where I was headed.
Yes.
About the sadism that character mentioned, that it was similar to your previous character, Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones. I noticed you kind of like rolled your eyes a little bit there. Is that something that you didn't want to bring up because that your character has more of a depth in this show? Or
Yeah,
what is that?
I think it's quite easy for people to sort of look at that, look at some aspects of Tenax and think, oh, he's just doing that baddie thing again. But, you know, I think Tenax is morally dubious and he will do some horrible things if he has to, but he does it because it's survival. So it's a slightly different kind of, whereas Ramsay would just really enjoy doing this kind of thing. It's his hobby. But yeah, so it's a very different kind of character. But obviously, I understand there'll be comparisons.
No question about that. But just in terms of your character from Game of Thrones, did you know when you took the gig what this guy was going to do all the time?
No, I didn't. Because I only had the third season, so my first season.
Yes.
So I only had all those scripts really. So I had no idea what was going to come up. So yeah, I just. I mean, but there's some pretty awful things going on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but it was great. It was fun because at the beginning he's pretending to be nice and then he kind of betrays Theon, and it was cool. And they're great scenes to play as an actor, and you got amazing writing. So it was great.
No, and I understand there's a professionalism aspect of all this, and you mentioned Theon Greyjoy. Alfie Allen was the actor who played that, and the awful things that you did to this guy. Yeah. What is it like to be around an actor after scenes like that?
Well, I think it's, I mean, it was a thankless task Alfie had. You know, he was uncomfortable, tied to this cross, and all just everything is horrible. So I think it was really important for us to sort of, to go out and have dinner and play some pool or something afterwards, and just, you got to decompress this stuff. And I think, and also as actors, you really need to trust each other. So I don't think we could have gone where we did in those scenes without having that kind of bond outside. So he could trust me. It was all, you know, it's like, we're just playing here. We're making a TV show. This isn't real. And then, then we go and shoot some pool.
So you're shooting scenes. You're disfiguring his character.
Yes.
Essentially. And like, all right, let's grab a meal. I mean, like that's...
Yeah. But what else are you going to do, you know? You got to do it, man. So we just, it was a cool, you know, and Alfie was really kind to me because I'd just joined the show.
Right.
And he'd been in from the start, so he knew everyone, and he made me feel included, and the cast were generally like that. It was a very inclusive cast. So yeah, it was quite chilled.
No doubt. And I'll just say this, and I'm sure this is nothing that you haven't heard before, but man, did I hate your character. I'm serious.
That's good.
But, right?
Yeah.
That's a compliment, is it not?
Well, I mean, and also if you didn't hate the character, then you'd be about you.
It's more about me. That's what we're doing to my soul.
I think it's a compliment, I guess. Yeah, because the function of the character was to be hated. I think. Yeah.
Do you get that a lot? Like people come up to you and say, you know, think that you are this person?
No, people generally know. Because I think if you were really Ramsay, you'd be in prison.
Yes, you would be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think they know.
Right.
Yeah.
But people are folks maybe.
Or maybe some people just don't come up to me. Yeah, maybe they just cross the street or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but people are generally nice and they...
Right.
Yeah.
So when did you know that your character wasn't making it? On Game of Thrones?
You get a call from the creators, David and Dan. And they called me. I got a phone call and I was like, "Hi, it's David and Dan." It's like, "Oh no, this is good." And then they said, "So congratulations, Ramsay makes it to the Iron Throne." And I just thought, "I'm dead," and and they were like, "Yeah, Ramsay's going to die, but don't worry, it's going to be a great ending to the character," which it was, and I couldn't have asked for any better. And I think, you know, I wanted a good death in it. Dragons would have been preferable, but
too quick.
But yeah, then I thought it was cool the way, and just to get to do that amazing episode with Miguel and to get to face up with Jon Snow, and it was just an amazing scene. So it was just it was a lovely way to exit a show. Yeah.
I just love how you just call it lovely.
No, I
know that. No, but no, I understand where it's epic. Right,
yeah,
like that's what you want as a professional.
It, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Dragon would have been too damn quick. Man.
Yeah. Your own dogs. He deserved it. He had it coming. Come on, you know what I mean? He really deserved it.
Right. I love it. Iwan Rheon here on the Rich Eisen Show. I'm pronouncing your name
Yeah,
correctly?
you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
And I think Matthew Rhys is officially Welsh.
I see. Is he not?
Yeah.
He is.
That's what we thought.
Right.
He definitely is.
Isn't Christian Bale Welsh also?
Well, I think he was possible. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a.
Oh.
But I think he was born in Wales, maybe. But I don't think he considers himself Welsh. I think he grew up in London or something. I'm not 100% sure. I think Welsh people claim
down
him.
The Welsh actors
Didn't
that
he?
we could think of.
Didn't Team USA play Wales in the World Cup a couple years ago? Did Wales play England a couple years ago
We
or something like
played
that?
England in the Euros. Yeah.
In the Euros.
Yeah.
Okay. So which is your team that you in soccer and
Well,
what we call
Wales,
soccer?
obviously,
Right, but
and Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's not
And whoever England's playing.
really. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of a thing, you know. When you come from a small nation, not that we're a small nation, but you know what I mean, population and stuff. And England are sort of this. They've always lorded it over us. You don't want them to. Yeah, I want them to do well in the tournament because I live in England and it's good for the morale of the country. But then, not too well.
So you're living in London.
Yeah.
And were you rooting for Spain? I don't want to get you in trouble here.
Well, I was very glad they got to the final, and he got to the final. And then Spain were the better team, you know. And in the tournament, throughout the tournament, I thought Spain were by far the best team in the tournament.
No question.
So I kind of thought, well, yeah, you know, if you're going to go out, there's pride in that.
It's a lovely way to go out.
Yeah, it's a lovely way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I just to dive deeper into the spite here. You want them to lose by penalty kicks because that is obviously the most hurtful way.
No, I don't
just in general to go, but specifically England
I don't want them to be in pain. I don't want them humiliated.
All right.
Because I've lived in England for a long time, so I'm not. You know, and you can see the difference when they're doing well, morale's up, everyone's enjoying themselves. It's a lot better than you know, and Lord knows we all need it at the moment, and
of course.
So, but then obviously you don't want to win 'cause you'll never hear the end of it. So if it's
so okay,
it's a good balance.
So when they get the equalizer out of nowhere in like the 70th minute or something like that. You were a little disappointed, or
I thought, it's a good game. But obviously, as a fan, you know, it made the game more interesting. So
no, we're here for sports spite.
Yeah.
You know, we're on this program. We're all for sports spite.
Well, and also, I knew Spain were going to go.
Yes,
There it is.
I got it out. No, I'm just
wasn't
kidding.
worries.
No, okay.
And also, Spain are playing red. So you know, if I squint, it feels like Wales are playing England,
right?
And then we win. Yeah. It's
okay.
Good.
So we got to get you maybe to who was the actor who addressed the Wales national team? Was who
Michael Sheen did.
Yes,
it, yeah.
He did.
Yeah, famously.
Okay. What? I thought it was a good speech.
Yeah,
no?
it was a hell of a speech. Yeah. He was. He's good at speeches.
That's good at that.
He's very good at
He's
speeches.
an excellent actor.
Oh, he's an incredible actor. Yeah.
Right, for sure. Okay, so Those About to Die on Peacock, available on Roku. It is straight up the alley of many people who've obviously enjoyed some of your work as well, and a great cast and some great action in this show. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for coming on here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Anytime
guys.
you want to
Pleasure.
come on here and get anything off your chest, fantastic.
Okay, well, if we don't qualify for the next tournament, I'll come back and
Okay, very
complain
good.
about
That's
it.
for sure. Well, I mean, by the way, we have a Game of Thrones home. We've never played the home game of Game of Thrones,
No,
right?
I don't even think we've taken anything out of the box.
Yeah, and many of your co-stars who have previously appeared on this program, including Kit Harington. So it's the famous matchup
Yeah,
right there on the box.
absolutely. Fantastic.
And I appreciate it. We have it here on the set. So
Yeah, great.
fantastic. Outstanding. Again, Those About to Die on Peacock, available on Roku. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.